Here's how to create this insane fisheye effect that you can add to any music video. The first thing we're going to do is create a black video. We're going to drag it into the timeline. Then after that, we're going to go into effect controls and create an ellipse mask. And what you're going to also want to do is you're going to want to invert this mask and then hold shift, click, drag out circle. So that way it fits the ends of the screen, and then just with the hand tool we're going to recenter this. And it's up to you if you want the borders to be within the confines of the screen or outside the confines of the screen. Usually I like to border on like having some of it slightly out. I think that's a little bit cooler, but it's all personal preference. Do what you feel is best. But after you've centered your circle enough, what I would do next is go back into effects, go to spherize, and then you're going to take spherize and then drag it onto your clip. And then you're going to, what you're going to do is simply just adjust it so that way that sphere goes into the circle that you made. You can play around with this as well. You can adjust the center, give it a little bit of a tilt. I'm gonna leave it alone this time because it seems pretty perfect. After that, get lens distortion, and then you're going to take lens distortion, you're going to drag it onto your clip, and this is where things get a little bit interesting. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to take the curvature and you're just going to bring it up just to give it curvature, and you'll know you're doing it the right direction because you'll see the white edges at the top. Once you see those, you can do that. Again, you don't really mess with these, but again, it's all experimentation. If you want to mess with these, you could, but everything is fine the way it is. And then after that, you're going to scale this back up into the circle. Now when you scale this back up into the circle, don't use the regular motion properties because it doesn't affect. What you have to do is you have to grab transform and then you bring it onto the clip, and then after it's on the clip, just center it and readjust it back. Just scale it back up and readjust it back, and then you see, here you go. The last thing I would do that would make this perfect is just sort of blur out these edges here just to give it a fisheye lens kind of look. Otherwise it just sort of looks like a sharp circle. So we're going to grab Gaussian blur, we're going to create an adjustment layer, put that in between like a sandwich. We're going to put that over top. We're going to grab Gaussian blur. We're going to create another ellipse, and we're going to make this happen on the borders of our circle. Dragging it out. There we go. That's perfect enough. And now we just mess around with the blurriness. Now you'll know it's wrong if your center gets blurry, so just invert the side, and then there you go. And then just like that, you have a nice fisheye that you can add to your videos. If you plan on doing multiple clips with a fisheye lens sort of look, what I would recommend doing is just nesting this and then just copying and duplicating this, so that way you can have this, and then also as well you can literally just copy these settings, put it onto any clip, and then you'll always have fisheye lens effects. That's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sub for more. Goodbye.